Goldsboro, North Carolina at Shiners with Raimée.
Hi guys!
And let everybody know about who you are, what you play in the band.
Lilith, I play bass and make scary noises.
Ryan, I'm the drummer and just sit there and cover.
Ray, I do vocals.
I'm Brandon, I play guitar.
Sweet.
And that's Stormageddon / Dirtbag.
Oh.
Mostly dirtbag.
Dirtbag.
So tell us about how Raimée came to be.
Oh, the origin story. Very, very long story short, Brandon and I went to Appalachian State University together. He was studying music production and I was in graphic design. A friend of mine heard me sing at a Passover Seder on campus and begged me to do guest vocals for his metal band. And I said, sure, why not? I don't really feel like I could be in a band, but why not? We'll give it a shot. Had so much fun, ended up joining them as a keyboardist and vocalist. Really, really enjoyed that and started taking some of my singer-songwriter songs and turning them into full band songs. That's where Brandon came in and really helped take my piano and vocals and turn it into full band productions. And we went through a few member changes as we moved from Boone, North Carolina, which is in the middle of Boone, in the mountains, back down here. So we moved down here a couple of years ago and have been based in this general area triad ever since. We put out an album last year, about this time, called After All This Time. Yes, that is a Harry Potter reference.
Nice.
Very few people get that. And what else? Well, originally there was supposed to be a hidden track called Always, and then that would make it really obvious, and then we ended up not doing that.
Ran out of time.
Yeah, we did. So, what else about origin story? I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
We do the music thing now.
Sweet.
Music thing. Cool.
So growing up, who was it that inspired you to play music?
My biggest inspiration is probably Geddy Lee from Rush, Joe Principe from Rise Against, and Chris Steele from Alexis on Fire. His stage presence is absolutely fucking amazing, so I kind of try to emulate that a little bit. Be all over the place, dance like a spastic piece of kelp, you know.
Hit drumsticks and bass.
Piece of kelp.
Occasionally, yes. Hey, I know all about Ozzy, okay?
We know.
I'd have to go with Neil Peart from Rush. And I gotta go with the old jazz because that's where it started, so Buddy Rich.
I would say musically it would have to be him and Evanescence. I know that people will give me so much crap for that, but Amy Lee was definitely a personal hero of mine. She went through a lot of the same things growing up that I did, and what got her into music. Losing her sister and writing about that grief is something that's where I started writing music after the loss of my brother. And so I always felt this connection with her as well. Lacey Sturm from Flyleaf was a huge inspiration to me. Really, her and Amy Lee showed that you could be a girl and be super badass, not hypersexualized, and to be able to be the principal songwriter and lyricist, and really, really inspiring, as well as Hayley Williams, of course, because she's badass.
Oh yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Coheed and Cambria. They're my favorite band of all time, so I always come back to that. I've since moved on to like other genres like
But Claudio.
metal. Yeah, but Claudio. When I first started writing music, like that was the sound that I tried to emulate, and still like bands like In Flames and stuff like that. But I always come back to Coheed and Cambria.
Coheed's a huge influence of mine too. Love.
They are awesome. And who came up with the name?
Another fun story.
Okay.
So we like to pretend it's a cooler story. It came from, my full name is Rachel Amy Rivka Aliyah, which is super long, and when you're a kid, super hard to remember and or say. So they called me Raimée when I was like knee-high to a grasshopper. And then when I was started in graphic design and as a painter, they're like, you need to have a cool artist signature. And I was like, all right, I'll put Raimée because I could do like cool swoops and stuff with it. Then when I started writing music, I was like, ooh, that could be my stage name. when we got the band together, I said, all right, so I guess we need to change the name and come up with some kind of band name. And they were like, no, we like that. Like, it's unique. Nobody else has a name like that. It sounds cool. So we kept it. And most people seem to think that it is either derived from the French meaning the ashes of, which sounds super cool, and I would like to claim that instead. Or what was the other one? It like comes from Raimée. But yeah, it was my nickname as a kid, and then it stuck.
It's cool. And how would you describe Raimée's sound as a what?
I think we're a rock band. A rock band.
Did you say Jengas?
Jengas. Yeah. With a bit of a metal influence. I know there is, some post-hardcore in there. There is some punk in there, but songs like After All This Time come from like more of like a melodic,
Yeah.
almost sort of classic rock feel, I think.
I say melodic hard rock because I think that's a good umbrella, but you can definitely hear all of our influences. Like really, you hear a lot more of like the punk rock, pop punk kind of influence from me, more of the melodic metal, melodic hard rock. This guy, he delves into all of the genres of metal, really enjoyed black metal there for a while. I feel like we're a little bit all over the place. When you hear our first record, it's every single song sounds completely different, which is something we were really proud of. And we delve into a lot of different genres, and I think we had a lot of fun doing that because we could kind of be like, ooh, we'll jump over here, and then we'll jump over here. And so I don't know that, yeah, we have a swing song that's like a jazzy swing song that we don't play that often because it never fits. People are like, what is happening right now? But it's a lot of fun. It's like steampunk, kind of a cabaret, I think, is a good way to describe it. Yeah, steampunk cabaret, I like that. And then other ones are straight up metal. Other ones are a little bit more, some stuff we're working on now is a little bit more punk rock fused with metal, which is a lot of fun. Yeah, a little heavier. And we're going a little bit more in that direction with our new material, I think. But something that I think is really cool about Raimée is that we take all of our influences and we can, kind of dabble in any genre, and then kind of come back, present ourselves, and then go off in another direction, which is fun.
Keeps the show like super different.
Yeah. It's a varied sound, and I would say it's a unique sound.
And the next question was new music, and you just spoke
Yeah,
about a little bit of new music.
So
We're
this
working
time,
on it.
this time last year we put out our album. We're so obviously still promoting that, and a lot of the music that we're playing is off of that. Actually, almost all of it. We do have new music in the works right now. We've got about 3 songs finished. And we're not really sure if we're going to do an EP or an LP next, but we do have stuff like pieces of songs that we're working on, and our plan right now is we're currently on our After All This tour, and we're stopping on August 13th, and we're taking about 6 weeks off to just record and to write and to, in the other order, to write and record and to really figure out where we want to go from here. And then we'll be jumping back on stage for the All-Star NC Music Festival at the Rock Shop. So we'll be co-headlining with something clever.
That's right, September.
Yes,
yeah, that's right. September 23rd?
24th.
24th. Also.
Yeah. It's going to be an awesome show. There's
Really
going to be like, gosh, 2 stages and like 18 bands or something. It's ridiculous. So we're really excited about that, and so that'll be our debut back after writing and recording, and so hopefully we'll
After all that time.
After all that time.
After all that summer.
After all that summer. Then hopefully we'll have, a bunch of new stuff for fans and have an idea of when our next release will be. So yeah, we're excited because right now we're playing a lot of shows, 13 this summer in a row. It's, 2 weekends sometimes, and we're hitting that really hard, and then we're going to stop, recenter, write, record, then jump back in. It'll be fun.
Never ends.
And being in an independent band obviously requires a lot of hard work and dedication. So what is it you find most challenging and most rewarding doing it yourself, like doing it this way?
I think that we do get that creative control, which is so important. Something that I've been hearing a lot from other bands that I've either been interviewing or working with is that they lose a lot of that when they get signed to a label. And we were on a label for about a year, an indie label when we first started, and it was really helpful to us because they taught us so much about the industry and what to do and what not to do and what to do with PR and social media, and helped us from being that baby garage band to being able to hold our own in the scene. And then from there we could really do a lot more ourselves. But a lot of bands are looking for the label support, because you need the money, and a lot of times it's hard when you're all working full-time jobs, sometimes several full-time jobs, and then this is a full-time job. It really is. You're taking off all of your downtime is band time, and we do it because we love it. So a lot of times bands lose their direction and their control with the label because if the label's paying for it, they can make the decisions. A few bands that I interviewed at Carolina Rebellion off the record were saying, this new record isn't really what we had in mind, but we're excited to have it out and excited to be playing shows, and you can kind of hear that disappointment in their voices, and that it's really sad because of the passion that they have, and that's what I hope doesn't happen to us, is that we're able to keep what we're passionate about and what we care about in our music. So I think that's one really good thing about running it ourselves. Obviously, we'd love to have the label support, if anybody's listening. But, to go on tour and to be like, bye jobs, we'll see you later. But for right now, it's working.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we were able to keep control over the recording process for our previous album. I was actually able to do all of that myself, recording, mixing. We had it mastered professionally, but being able to have that control over that creative process for that album was liberating, I think.
And what's really cool about us is that we're kind of a full service PR and recording and media firm in and of ourselves, because this one has a degree in recording and production, and so he handles our engineering. He's able to do our recording and handled everything up until the mixing phase. The mastering phase, which we sent off to Jamie King, and he worked with us, did an amazing job. I have a degree in graphic design and media production, so I handle the video and all of our PR stuff, because that's what I do during my day job. So it's really helpful that we don't have to bring in outside people to do those things. It's a little more overwhelming because then I'm wearing 20 hats, but it works.
I'm not going crazy. Yeah.
No, twitch. Like tomorrow, I'm putting on a festival at the Rock Shop. Like Field Scene is sponsoring it, as well as a bunch of other outlets, and it's for musicians and artists against HB2. And the amount of planning that goes into that is ridiculous. But then when you're also playing it, so I'm stage managing, but then also interviewing, but then also playing, and that gets a little like, I don't remember which goes in which bucket.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth it.
Absolutely.
I haven't gone insane yet.
And then this summer, of course, you guys are touring Something Clever. You touched on North Carolina, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. You guys are just there.
That was fun.
It's a hell of a weekend.
Yeah.
We basically just went down for the weekend. Something Clever did too, and we all stayed pretty close to each other and just hung out on the beach and ran around, just shenanigans constantly. We played mini golf and really gave up. We didn't keep score after a certain point. There was a point where Lily had snacked her ball off into banana land, and we couldn't find it. So we just kind of skipped holes we didn't want to do, and it got a little.
There was a story with a dragon in a kingdom, and so narrating that was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, Adam and Lilia took turns narrating the story, and it was pretty entertaining. Something Clever are amazing people and an amazing band, and we've had a blast touring with them. Because really, they're just our buddies, and we have so many things in common on and off stage that we clicked really, really well. And they like our kitten. Put me down. I have ants to hunt.
But there's another winner. Oh, so also you guys have a nomination for the Carolina Music Awards as well for you as the singer, best female vocalist.
Yeah.
So tell us how that. I mean, obviously feels very good. I don't know.
Yeah, and also kind of terrifying.
Terrifying.
So this is the third time that I've been nominated for Best Rock Female, which is kind of an odd way to put it, but it works. And it's absolutely an honor. I'm absolutely floored. There are amazing artists in all of the categories, and also ones that I'm nominated with. And Adam Nelson from Something Clever is nominated for Best Rock Male. So we joked about it being kind of like a prom ticket. Be like, Raimée and Something Clever, Best Male and Female. A little less giggling involved. But we're really excited and hope that we can bring it back. Hi!
You can come say hi in the.
We're recording an interview right now. This is Robert, and he's awesome.
He's like,
Maybe I don't know anything.
he's our number one fan, so.
Kelly, well, you can join in the thing.
Bye. So yes, it feels awesome. We're excited. Adam and I and both bands will be down at the award ceremony in Raleigh at the Duke Energy Performing Arts Center on the 6th of August. Yes.
Yep.
So voting is through July 18th, and then apparently those votes go off into the Aether and a panel of industry professionals besides. So that's nerve-wracking, but I'm just excited to be nominated, to be perfectly honest. I mean, that's all. I'm good.
Congratulations.
I get to wear a pretty dress.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And from a silly question, as always, if you were a superhero or a villain, who would you be?
You're gonna have to start with Brandon. I gotta think about it.
Too much pressure. One that we make up, or does it have to be an existing one?
It doesn't matter. I mean, either you can make up one.
Alright, fuck it. I'd be Deadpool.
Yay!
You would
I'm
be.
snarky as hell. I'm Ken, and I'm
You go the merc with a mouth.
Hey!
very much
Come
so.
back!
Come back!
Come back, Kelly!
Kelly, you want to answer
And
the
all
question?
of the puns.
All of the puns.
All of the
The
puns.
quips. The quips.
Well,
How about that
speaking of
movie, though?
puns,
That movie was great.
we'll have to go with Steve Miller Band, and I'll say the Joker.
Yeah.
Because some people do come in movies.
There you go.
Me, my favorite superhero was always the X-Men. I loved X-Men growing up. I'm a total comic book nerd, and I would have to say Rogue from X-Men because he just kind of cheat and steal everybody else's powers, but without the part where you kill them because that just sucks all the fun out of it.
I see what you did there.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go with Iron Man. I have to go like Batman, but better. Just as rich,
He's
just
funnier.
as smart, funnier. Yeah. He's a better Batman.
Look,
all right.
Iron Man is a better Batman than Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, no tragic backstory, to my knowledge. I mean, everybody's got a tragic backstory, but.
There is kind of a
Yeah.
little bit.
If you watch Civil War, then no spoilers.
No spoilers. Sorry.
So what does the rest of 2016 hold for Raimée? I know you kind of touched on that already.
All the shows, then
All of the
recording
writing.
all the music, then coming back and doing more shows, and then hopefully making a new record, or at least starting that process. So if we did, it would definitely not come out in 2015 and 2016, but we go back in time. It would be 2017, definitely.
Before all this time.
Before all this time. But we'll hopefully make that announcement this year.
Oh, after all these puns.
After all these puns. So any last word for your fans?
Thank you all so much for everything that you do. We wouldn't be doing this without you. Please talk to us on the interwebs. We respond to messages and texts and everything. We'd love to hear from you all about what you like and what you don't like and what speaks to you, because that's honestly what keeps us going during all the long drives and the long shows and long weekends and then going back to all of our jobs. It's being able to hear that something that we said, something that we sang, something that we played meant something to someone. I mean, honestly, that's what energizes us. So please do that because it makes our hearts happy.
And guys, check them out. They put on an awesome show. I saw them at Carolina Metal Fest. They're amazing. So check them out, Raimée, and check out all their social medias as well. Facebook, or are you guys also on Instagram as well?
Yeah.
YouTube.
A lot of them are pictures of this cat.
Oh, the story we get is mess. So, guys,
Yeah, if there's a social media website, we're on it.
Yeah.
Chances are.
there you
Even
go.
MySpace.
Even MySpace. Live journal? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, probably.
We had Zanga back in the day, but it got deleted.
I'm on Reddit. That's not
Reddit.
affiliated with the band, but I'm on it.
If you want to see what Brandon has to say on Reddit, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Also, Minecraft.
That's not social media.
It's kind of social media.
Skyrim's definitely not
No.
yet. They're working on
I
it.
play WoW.
Alright.
Before we divulge into video games.
Well, I guess, I mean, I was going to close it, but you touched on video games. Speak.
Oh, goodness.
Whatever.
So
I might as well
Final
start.
Fantasy.
Zelda Final Fantasy, okay.
My dog's name is Midna. I mean, that's,
Legend of
we'll
Zelda.
let that speak for itself.
Legend of Zelda, we're all huge fans. The new Zelda trailer, we all about cried. Oh my god. This one plays Skyrim constantly and Minecraft. I am a recovering WoW addict.
I can't wait for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 to come out. I'm waiting for that one. Huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Just saying. Nobody else is, just me.
I'm a DBZ abridged fan.
Whatever.
Look,
I like Dragon
Team
Ball Z
4
Abridged.
Star is amazing.
They are.
Here
Yeah.
we go.
But I can't watch through the whole sorry. So much filler.
Whatever.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
They have done a pretty good job.
Alright.
We're done saying the words now.
We're doing 10 words. Alright, guys, check them out, Raimée. And if you like this video, like, comment below what you think, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.
Come be our friends.
Yes. Bye.